we are children of the great, great, great grandfather. Who is great, great, great grandfather? Who is? Baba. Which Baba? Ji? Shiv Baba. Shiv Baba is great, great, great grandfather. Acha. And who is the almighty authority? Who said Shiv Baba is the great, great, great grandfather? Those who said Shiv Baba is great, great, great grandfather. Shiv Baba is great, great, great grandfather. And in the Sakar Murlis, when Baba speaks about you are the children of the great, great grandfather, does he speak about Brahma Baba or does he speak about Shiv Baba? The topic for this evening is the balance of simplicity and greatness. Now, Brahma Baba, this title is great, great, great grandfather, is not for Shiv Baba. It's for Brahma Baba. Because the generation after generation is not from Shiv Baba. It's also important to understand the language of the Murli. The foundation of the Kalpa tree, the founder, the roots of the Kalpa tree starts at the confluence age. And Brahma is remembered as Adam, Adi Dev, the father of the humanity, the father of humanity. Shiv Baba is the father of the souls. And when he is known as father of the souls, then he's the father. Great, great grandfather does not come in that. Because in souls, there's not generation after generation. Souls, all the souls are children of the Supreme Soul. It is good that it is clear for the new ones this point. Or perhaps maybe sometimes some older ones also think Brahma Shiv Baba is great, great, great. Shiv Baba is the greatest, the highest father of all souls. The genealogical tree of humanity is starting at this time. The foundation is being laid at this time. The roots are at the confluence age. Then the golden age is the trunk of the tree. We are the ancestors of the whole world. Shiv Baba is not ancestors. Brahmins are the ancestors. And so Brahma Baba. So then from Brahmins become deities. From that trunk of the deities, then different branches emerge of different religions. And so this is why Brahma is great, great, great grandfather. But Brahma at this time is very simple. Means at the confluence age, Shiv Baba, the almighty authority, enters in an ordinary body. The temples are made of the deities. The temples are made in the memories of the deities. Brahma Baba's temples are not at many places. Only one or two temples. One temple is famous temple in Ajmer. You go from here to Jaipur, in between a city comes Ajmer. There's one temple, that is the famous one temple. And the other small temple is Khed Brahma, here nearby. When you go to Gujarat, on the way. But that's very simple, not very well known. So Brahma was a simple, simplicity means in a very gentle way, things doing with purity, with clarity, with natural and easy way. So simplicity in Brahma Baba was that he was very natural. And Brahma, through Brahma, Shiv Baba creates Brahmins. And Brahmin means pure life, purity. Brahma means pure. So Brahma, the father of purity. Through Brahma is purity. Through Brahma, Shiv Baba gave clarity of knowledge. Clarity of the whole world cycle of the beginning, middle and the end of the creation. Yesterday's, I think, slogan was, anything which is simple, but is clean and pure, it attracts from a distance. And it was Brahma Baba's pure, clean, simple life attracted even the Almighty Authority, the greatest of all. The highest on high Father was also attracted by the purity, simplicity of Brahma Baba's life. Because then whatever he could give could come to the souls without any interference. For simplicity, in Hindi a word is used, saralta. Saralta means very easy nature, like a child. Pure nature. Easy nature. The one who is easy, one who is pure in the heart, is able to communicate with others easily. The moment something is negative, created by our own selves, or if there is any negative influence of others, we start weaving, we start thinking many different things inside, and even to speak to others is complicated. But whatever is natural, very pure, clean, like a child. So simplicity is in a child. That's why the nature of a child, the simplicity and purity of the child attracts everyone. And this child, Baba says, the child is like a great soul. You have heard this in Sakar Murli, no? Child and great souls are equal. Mahatma. Child and Mahatma. Mahatma means great soul. Now what is greatness in this simplicity of a child? Purity. And because of purity, you can see from the eyes of a child, purity reflects. From the face of a child, purity attracts. Gentleness is there. And the child is just here in a pram, no? Maybe going with the mother in a supermarket, mother is going to buy something. So child is in a pram. Maybe just little baby on the floor walking with the mother. And a big tall man or a woman would stop and bow to say hello to the child, not to the mother. Now what? Miss, you bow, you bow down, or you come closer, or you just without any ego. This big tall person will speak to a child, is attracted towards the purity of the child. So this purity is greatness. Simplicity is greatness. And so Brahma Baba and Shiv Baba's, our relationship with both brings balance in us. Greatness comes in us by having this realization, who do we belong to? We are the children of the highest and high Father. And so then our attitude, our vision, our behavior automatically is of that level which is benevolent. Greatness means benevolence. So Shiv Baba is highest on high. But what is greatness in him? That from the highest place, the highest authority comes to serve his children. And so, simplicity is, Baba says, the highest, the big people, VIP people in original means some time ago, see even now in offices sometimes, you're obedient servant. Big people write their signature, you're obedient servant. Brahma Baba used to write sometimes. Now Shiv Baba says many times in the Murli, I am the most obedient servant of the children. You call me and I come for you. You have been calling me, oh Baba, come and purify us. And I come to purify you, I am your washerman. Now such an highest authority. And expresses his thoughts in a very simple way. I come to wash your dirty clothes. So just like a child would say the truth, but with sweetness, without any bad feeling in the heart. So Baba is telling us the truth, where we have reached. What the state of the mind is of us, of all souls, and the state of the world, where the world has reached a total decayed stage. And he tells truth. But with great simplicity. Reason? The greatness of his is benevolence. And the power is purity, and method is simplicity. Greatness is because it is his personality. He is Shiva. He is benevolent. That is what is his personality. But his power is he is ever pure. He is not influenced by the negativity of us. We make mistakes again and again, again and again. Are we really, really obedient children of Baba? Yeah, we do obey his directions, but after how many times Baba has to say one thing? We say, yes, we are obedient children of Baba. And when we look with honesty, how many times every day Baba has to say same thing to us? We are obedient, but careless obedient. We do obey. But real obedient children means obedient means once the order is given and followed. So Brahma Baba was obedient child of Baba. Once any direction is given, that is practiced for all the time. If any mistake is made once, Mama never repeated that mistake again. So Mama and Baba were the example of simplicity. So Shiv Baba, the highest authority, the benevolence, his greatness, is then with the power of purity, gives us the method. Through a very simple method tells us how to be simple but great. Pure, divine. And so when there is simplicity, there is a natural renunciation. So greatness is the result. But simplicity, simple person would not be possessive of name, of fame, of position, of demanding things from others. A simple nature, saral. So it is a renunciation of body consciousness. Our behavior, our weaknesses, today Baba said it's the body consciousness makes us so weak, and so our behaviors become such that others then begin to reject, and then it's a hatred, no? What kind of this person? And so when we adopt the nature of simplicity, renunciation is easy. It's not with force. What I need, whatever I have is more than enough. And through that, automatically, simplicity is actually basis of tapasya. Without renunciation, there cannot be tapasya, deep meditation. There cannot be purification of the old sanskaras, old nature, old behavior, old system. So simple. And this simplicity then becomes a sample for others, example for others. And if somebody is simple and sample for others, is inspiration for others, and those who think that person is a sample and inspiration is naturally great. In the minds of others, that person is great. That's why they are inspired by that person. So other side of simplicity is greatness. So Brahma Baba's simplicity is greatness. And so we Brahmin also. So when we learn to live simple living, there's not much effort to make the thoughts positive, pure, elevated. Because simple living is soul conscious living, natural living. Then we are not attracted towards the old or outer or the influence of foreign things, which is Baba said of Mayas, no? Few days ago Baba said that you are not attracted, you are Swadeshi, means you are living in your own country. At Mahatma Gandhi's time, there was a movement that people will not wear anything which comes from outside, from a foreign land. Those who were devotees to the country, they would always use the things which were produced in India. At that time it was a movement. And so Baba said that they were not wearing clothes or not using anything that's come from outworld. And here Baba is also telling, and that was simple living. People learn to live very simple dress, simple, using the things which are simply created naturally. And so Baba says, what is created from your home is Paramdham, your Swadesh. Swadesh means your own home. Swadesh means beautiful home, beautiful land, elevated country. And so we have come from the highest home. We are resident of the highest on high land. And so when we remember that we are residents of the highest on high land, and there I, the soul, did I need anything? Did I need any material? Any people, object, any position? And it is the state of total silence. And that's why it is called sweet silence home. Highest home, supreme abode. So we are children of the highest on high Father. We are the residents of the supreme abode. And we belong to the highest, the holiest land. So highest, what is the method to create this highest consciousness? The greatness. So when we are remembering that we are here living, coming from the highest, holiest, our culture, the original eternal deity religion, the highest of all. So it brings the quality of automatically satisfaction. And so simplicity is satisfaction. A great person does not beg for anything. Greatness is giving. And God is giver. Brahma Baba, great-great-great-grandfather, he gives the character, he inspires us. What is real character? What is real purity? What is real divinity? What is real mercy? No? It's through actions then, great actions. So when there is simple living, high thinking, actions are great. Greatness comes through the character. So Brahma Baba's character, Mama's character, showed us what is greatness in life. Giver. And that's why deities are deities, they are not beggars. So we are giver, donors. Baba reminds us of our greatness of being merciful, children of the merciful Father. And so it is the balance of, in other words, it's a balance of being a child and a master. Balance of renunciation and all achievement. Because it's automatically by renunciation. Renunciation is greatness. So we renounce, we automatically achieve. Others give us. We are satisfied, automatically everyone will give us more what we want. And when we want more, we become dependent, we become beggar, and people might give us, but not with respect. Or we become, the more we want, the more we are poor. So people might give us, but with the feeling of poor, mercy. No? When you want more and more, it means you are not aware of what you have. No? Greed or want makes us poor. Greed or desires make us poor. Because you always feel you don't have. I don't have. That's why I want more. And contented is a greatness, like a king. So this purity, that desire makes us dirty. No. And Baba says simplicity means cleanliness and purity. So child means purity. But free from desire means cleanliness, clarity, and clean. And so this purity and also this lightness in life of a child and renunciation, this makes us double crown. Crown of light and crown of might. Simplicity and greatness means the crown of light and crown of might. crown of purity and crown of greatness. So when we are in the balance of this child and master, it's flexibility. And when there is flexibility, this conflict of sanskaras, it's easy to be free from any kind of conflict. Because it is otherwise there's a battle between the sanskaras. And once you have this balance of child and master, give things as a master, receive as a child. Flexible to accept. Give with authority. But then accept with simplicity, with lightness. And this is what practically Baba is doing. With authority, he gives us everyday directions. With greatness. Means no one can give such high elevated directions. The wisdom of wise is giving us the highest wisdom, which makes us great, makes us feel great. Not only just at this moment, the moment we hear, we feel great. The moment we experience, we are inculcating this greatness. When we are practicing and sharing with others, we are accepted as great. When we are donating in our without knowing as a deities, we are worshipped as great. Deities, like God. So God is giving with greatness. And yet, in such a simple way. With humility. Because Baba does not get angry. We don't obey. We become again and again. We forget whatever he says. We do after 10 times he says, or 20 times he has said, same thing. Or we do only a little. And when the ego is there, you say one time, and second time we have to say, ego, anger comes in. And Baba still says, sweet children, Baba had said this before also. This is simplicity, no? It is this self-respect. So when we are staying in our self-respect, we are automatically in a very simple, pure, but at the same time there is the feeling of great, being great. And this is then it's not only just hearing, but feeling. Because then thoughts, feelings, understanding, experience, actions, and interactions all are great. Thoughts, feelings are also beautiful. You feel great. Experience, you feel the power is filled in you. And that is what it is in interactions with others, in connection with others, in relationship with others. This greatness is transmitted. And so Baba, the greatest of the highest on high, has shown us the example of what greatness is through Baba's life, through Mama's life, through Dadi's life. In this purity, which is thoughts, vision, because its purity is not only just one type of purity, that physical purity, is the purity of the mind, which Baba has said, not only one vice, but in fact you are conquering all the 5 vices. Now Baba is emphasizing anger now. It's also impurity. It's violence. It is the property of Ravana, which takes away our happiness. And so, purity is respect. Purity creates self-respect in the self and also respect in the eyes of others. The moment any kind of impurity in thoughts, in words, or in actions, or in relationship occurs, instantly happiness is lost, self-respect is lost. And also, respect in others' eyes is not the same. So then this is why purity, pure, simple, clean, and easy nature. That is simplicity. Purity, natural, simple, easy nature, without any kind of bad feeling in the heart. And others also feel very easy. They are able to create friendship with others. Simple nature is a method to create friendship without any attachment, because it is not selfish. Simplicity easily brings cooperation from others. And with simplicity you can give cooperation to others. That is greatness. Because you are giving. And then others are giving you, seeing you are great. And then service takes place automatically. It is service, a natural service through life, through nature. Through simple nature, service is natural. And when there is a simplicity, means purity in the heart, it's automatically balance of the authority of truth and yet humility, humble nature. With simplicity you can accept even reactions of others. When complicated nature is there, even people have said, not a bad thing, but because the nature is complicated, we make everything complicated. Small things we make into molehill, we make into mountains. And with simple nature, Mountains are made into molehills. Nothing. Doesn't matter. And just to make big things into small is greatness, no? Means big nature means people might say something or have not good behavior with you, but here it doesn't matter. Here you are actually, the knowledge has been made so natural, simple way in life that understood. It is drama, understood properly, no? It is a drama, and different souls, different nature, different sanskaras, different personality. You take it easy. So the reason is then you don't destroy your stability and strength. That is greatness. Because of simple nature, you don't allow to be damaged the greatness, your position. If my nature is not simple, then I would be very sensitive. And that means sensitivity is the other side of ego. Then I am giving chance to ego more and more. Body consciousness is making me heavy then. I am losing my happiness. And light and easy nature. Being with Baba, being an observer, you are a great hero. Because you kept your stability, you kept your strength, remain unshakable. It means soul consciousness is simplicity. And intoxication and faith and child of God is greatness. Master. Then this greatness will bring greatness for the whole cycle. So what that it means innocence, I'm child. So if there is a simplicity, then I am learning easily. Because this purity is in it and cleanliness is in the intellect grasps easily. It becomes very easy, simple life and yet good student life. So when my intellect is clear, mind is pure, clean, whatever Baba has taught, I'm able to keep that for longer time in my heart. And so this power that, because mind is clean, pure, intellect is also clear, clean and divine. So all these great teachings of God will stay longer in my heart, in its natural way, in its highest way. Otherwise, they still stay. It's not they don't stay. If I am not simple, I am not clean and pure, it is being poured also. Every day we hear. But what happens? If in a clean pot you put the milk, it will remain fresh, drinkable, digestible, makes me healthy. Right? And if the pot has become dirty, then still it is pour in it, what will happen? The value of the milk is also finished. No? Though it is there, in the rubbish, if milk is there, will it be called, will it remain milk? If juice is put in a dirty pot, will it remain juice? Will it make us healthy? So simple, pure nature, in other words, pure nature, innocence, learning. And the more we learn, the more we become authority. It's achievement, no? So on one side is simplicity, other side is great achievement. Without simplicity, there is no achievement. Without purity, there is no peace and happiness. And that is what is in the nature of a child. So you become master. So both personalities means that I am imbibing the personality of Shiv Baba's benevolence, that is greatness. And personality of Brahma Baba, that is being Baba's child, but very simple. And so being Baba's child means I'm soul conscious as well. And being soul conscious means I'm benevolent. What is soul consciousness? Godly qualities will express itself through actions. That will make us deities because that make our fortune. That will make our sanskaras divine. So as a Brahmin, I can have this balance of both. As a deity, I cannot have this balance. As a deity, the moment I become deity in the golden age, I am losing this balance. There are no two things to keep the balance. Shiv Baba is not there. I am giving naturally, but I am not practicing balance. Now is this balance. So only when we become Brahmins, so here on one side Brahma's child, other side I am Shiv Baba's child. As a Brahmin, I am practicing purity. As Shiv Baba's child, it's greatness because highest and highest Father. Result would be divine deities, which are remembered then throughout the cycle as great deities. Then even the Mahatmas will also worship and remember them. Mahatmas have only purity. But we are having now divinity and purity, benevolence. So by being Brahma's child, as a soul, we practice purity. By being Shiv Baba's child, as a soul, we practice benevolence. Then all other qualities of mercy, uplifting other souls, forgiving is greatness. Forgetting is simplicity. Forget and forgive. Forgive and forget. A simple person will forget things. Okay, it's all right. Great person will forgive others' weaknesses. And this is what Baba has practically shown us. We make mistakes, but say forget. He makes us forget also. And says, Baba has love, means in love there is not a question of even forgiving. It is making us so much forget from his heart forgiving that he is giving us power for the whole cycle. Baba's forgiving is different forgiving. Human beings forgive each other only for their protection. If we want to forgive someone as a human being, we are not forgiving others. It is my own protection. Otherwise, I would be losing my happiness. I will be losing my peace. I would be breaking my yoga again and again. I would be taking sorrow deep in my heart. If I don't forgive, I am at loss. So human beings forgive to others only for their protection. But Shiv Baba forgives for future. He gives the power for the whole cycle to make the children forget what mistakes they had made, and also creates respect what they can do, what they have done, the greatest things that they have done. Because we, when forgive, we don't remind other people of their greatness. Baba's simplicity is, he forgives, forgets. And greatness is that he reminds of the great task that the souls have done. And this is what in Brahmin life Baba's teachings are teaching us. Be a child, simple, and be a master, great. Om Shanti.